Welcome back to Clark's Cozy Corner, and I'm your buddy, Miss Clark. Well, you already know what time it is. It's time for Look Who's in the Corner. Today's shout out goes to my little buddy Jacob. Hi Jacob. He's from Liberty Township in Ohio. I'm so happy, Jacob, you are part of the Clark's Cozy Corner family, and I hope you can continue enjoying wonderful stories. You know, boys and girls, something has been on my mind ever since this morning when I was watching a movie, and a little girl was on a basketball team, and she missed the game-winning shot. And all of her teammates were looking at her, and it seemed like they were really mad. And this little girl was saying the meanest things, not to her friends, but to herself. And I was thinking, well, that's not self-compassion. Now you're probably thinking, self-compassion? What is that? Well, you know what? I figured you might ask. That is why today's story is all about self-compassion. Boys and girls, today's story is called Listening with My Heart. And this story is written by Gabi Garcia. So if you are interested and you want to learn more about what self-compassion means, join me for today's story. Come on! Listening with My Heart, written by Gabi Garcia. Illustrated by Ying Yu Tang. This is a story about kindness and self-compassion, boys and girls. So let's get ready to dive in and find out what it means to listen to your heart. Esperanza's tummy fluttered as she practiced her lines on the porch. Today was the class play. Waiting for Mama to walk with her to school, she paced back and forth when she spotted a heart-shaped rock. Esperanza picked it up and showed it to Mama as soon as she stepped outside. "I see you found a little treasure," said Mama. Esperanza rubbed its rough surface and felt a twinkle of joy. "Maybe it's a sign." "For what?" asked Mama. She thought about the class play later that afternoon, wondering what it would finally be like in the spotlight. "To put my heart into everything I do," she answered. Wouldn't that be amazing, boys and girls, if that heart-shaped rock really was a sign? Let's see. At that moment, they heard scratching and a soft cry. Esperanza peeked under the stairs and spotted a kitty shaking and shivering. No Mama in sight. She scooped the kitten into her lap and cuddled her. "She's all alone. I think she's hungry." Esperanza reached for her lunch bag, pinched off a piece of chicken, and offered it to the kitty, who gobbled it up. "Mama, I think the rock is a reminder to spread kindness and love. That's what we do when we listen with our hearts." "I think you're onto something," said Mama. "Can we keep Cleopatra, please?" asked Esperanza, who'd already named the kitty. "Queens are always welcome at our house," said Mama. "If she's still here after school, we'll take her in." How exciting is that, boys and girls, that Esperanza already found a new buddy? Do you think that the kitty will be there after school? Let's see. At school, Esperanza was more focused on the play than on math or reading. Clutching her script during recess, she noticed Bayo sitting alone on a bench. He was new in school this week and didn't speak much English. She wondered if he felt lonely or scared. Esperanza found a soccer ball and kicked it over to him. Boys and girls, why do you think Esperanza kicked over the soccer ball? Could it be that she just wanted to make him feel welcome because he was all alone on the bench? I think so. A smile spread across Bayo's face. He stood, popped the ball in the air, then bounced it between his knee and his head a few times. "Dude's got moves," thought Esperanza. They spent recess giggling and making up hand signals. I absolutely love her kindness, boys and girls. Do you know what it feels like to be the new kid in school? I absolutely love her giving heart. Afterwards, Esperanza borrowed Mrs. Owen's English Vietnamese dictionary. She wrote "friend" in Vietnamese, drew a picture of Bayo and her, then put it on his desk. Esperanza rubbed her rock in her pocket. Listening with her heart made her feel peaceful inside. Oh, boys and girls, I don't know about you, but if I had a note that said "friend" in Vietnamese, I would feel super special. I wonder how Bayo will feel. Finally, it was time for the performance. It was too late for Bayo to be in the play, but he stood at Miss Owen's side as a stagehand. Excitement bubbled as Esperanza awaited her cue. Esperanza walked on stage, tripped as she was about to say her first line, and splattered across the stage. When she got up, she forgot her lines, so Miss Owens whispered them to her from backstage. Heat rushed through Esperanza's body as all eyes were glued to her. She wished she could disappear. Oh no, boys and girls, can you imagine walking on stage and living your whole life and waiting for this moment, for this play, and tripping? How would you feel? I would feel pretty embarrassed. I ruined the play, thought Esperanza, rushing off stage as soon as she'd finished her part. I messed up in front of everyone. She tucked herself in behind some props so no one would see her. Esperanza noticed her body shaking and her face still burning. She took a deep breath and dug the rock out of her pocket. It was cracked and lopsided, just how she felt. Esperanza touched her hand to her heart and felt the disappointment. I could just imagine how she feels, boys and girls. Bayo found Esperanza a few minutes later and handed her a drawing with the word friend written above it. Esperanza nodded. She hadn't been treating herself like a friend. Esperanza realized this wasn't the first time she'd been unkind to herself. At the soccer game last weekend, she'd missed the ball that swished by her head, and they lost the game. Nice work, a player from the other team yelled as the others laughed. Esperanza thought she'd let her team down and was the worst soccer player in the world. Thinking those thoughts had made her feel worse. Boys and girls, have you ever been in a sport or activity where you felt like you let your team down? You know, believe it or not, it shouldn't have come to her missed shot, boys and girls. Maybe there were other mistakes made during the game, so you can't just blame it all on yourself. It's a team effort. At the curtain call, Esperanza reminded herself she hadn't ruined the play. She'd had an accident, and accidents happen to everyone. Listening with her heart wasn't just about giving kindness and love to others. It was about giving it to herself too. I can be a friend to myself, thought Esperanza. That's so true, boys and girls. Easing up on yourself. Everyone makes mistakes and have accidents. If you're going to be kind to your friends, you have to be kind to yourself too. When Esperanza got home, she focused on her favorite things. She zipped down the hill on her bike, then spent the afternoon painting at the kitchen table. She also got the hug she needed from Mama and some cuddles from Cleopatra. You know, boys and girls, that's what you need to do. Focus on the good things. And when you're feeling down, do some things that you know you enjoy. Something that will add some smiles to your face. You know, boys and girls, this book is an excellent resource on self-compassion. When you turn the page, it gives you tips on what you can do to listen to your heart. Also, on what it means on being your own friend and what are some things that you might need at that time. On these pages here, you could jot down some kind words that you would need to tell yourself. And knowing that we're all connected, that we're not alone, you are not the only one that has ever wished themselves to disappear. The end. Boys and girls, this is a beautiful book on self-compassion. I hope now you're going to be a little bit more kind to yourself and understanding. Hey there, I'm back. What did you think of this read aloud, boys and girls? Do you have a better understanding of what self-compassion means? I know you're probably used to learning about treating others with kindness, but did you know that you have to treat yourself with kindness? There were some beautiful ways in the book that Esperanza was kind and compassionate to others. Do you recall in the book where she saw Boa just sitting there and she kicked over the soccer ball? Or do you remember that she went inside the class and used her teacher's dictionary and looked up the Vietnamese word for friend? Now that's showing compassion. But do you remember how hard she was on herself when she tripped and fell and she thought she ruined the entire play for everyone? Or the time when she kicked the soccer ball right past the goal? Boys and girls, self-compassion is all about understanding that yes, you are going to make mistakes. Look, I'm a teacher and I know I have made plenty of mistakes.
Oh,
Even just being a human being. You know why? Because no one is perfect. But you have to treat yourself with kindness and know your worth and your value. And just learn from your mistakes. That's what it's all about. Learning from our mistakes and growing and growing and growing and being a better version of ourselves. But the things that we say about ourselves, boys and girls, will stick. And remember I taught you to get out that mirror and look yourself in the face and say those very wonderful, powerful things about yourself. You just have to. You can't just treat your friend like they're the best thing ever. You have to treat yourself because you, yes, I'm talking to you. You are wonderful. You're special, you're unique, and you're amazing. And you deserve better. You deserve kindness. So whenever things aren't going your way, just remember that mistakes will happen. And it's okay. And we have to remember that tomorrow will be another day. And just like in the back of this book, which is an amazing resource, you have to think of what you would tell your friend when they're down, or when they're not feeling worthy, or when they make mistakes. And those are the same words that you need to be feeding yourself, because your feelings matter. You matter. Okay, friends, well, I hope you enjoyed this story about self-compassion, and I hope that you treat yourself better on today. Say something powerful to yourself on today. Okay, friends, well, I hope you have an amazing, spectacular, just incredible day. And do something to make someone smile today, and I hope in return they do the same for you. Okay, friends, well, have a blessed day. Don't forget to smile. See ya. Hey, it's Miss Clark here. I'm so happy you were able to join us for Clark's Cozy Corner today. If you enjoyed yourself, do me a favor. Click that subscription button below and turn on the notification button. Why? Because I always want you to be able to join us and never miss a beat. Okay? When's a good time to do it? Right now. I'll wait. Did you do it? I'm waiting. Click and turn on. All right, awesome. Thank you. See? Wasn't that easy? Alrighty, see you tomorrow. Don't forget to smile.